everybody. Welcome to Thursday. I know we're having a great week, and I'm having a great week. Busy day yesterday, busy day every day. Being busy makes the days go by faster, and on Thursdays, it's great to kind of hurry through that day, because that means we're on to Zach's favorite day, which is Friday. Yes. So let's get right into today's headline, shall we? 105-year-old beat COVID. 105-year-old person beat COVID. She credits it to gin-soaked raisins. And that's just crazy. I mean, really? Who soaks their raisins in gin? That's nuts. I've never heard of such a crazy thing. I don't know who would ever do that crazy crap. Moving right along. All right, next one. Toll House releases disco baking chips with edible glitter. Oh, dude, I'm totally gonna do this. I'm gonna get some of these, I'm gonna make some cookies, and I'm gonna go get those Lady Gaga Oreos, and it's gonna be party time. Oh yeah. Woo! To go along with those gin-soaked raisins. Just kidding, it's gross. Let's see here. In a theme we've had, could astronauts rear fish on the moon? Well, let's see that. I mean, let's see, we'll have the wine, we'll have golf, we'll have donuts, now fish. It's gonna be pretty awesome out there. I don't know. Well, because really, you know, when I'm going to the moon, I want to be sipping my wine and thinking about whether or not, hold on, I'll be sipping my wine, eating my donut, and thinking about, do I want to play golf or do I want to go fishing while on the moon? All right, enough of all that crazy talk. I mean, kinda. So what have we been working on all week? We've been working on asking for help, and you know what? I've seen a lot of great comments where people have actually been asking for help for silly little things sometimes, but you know what? You get in the habit of being comfortable with the ask, and even the most difficult asks for help will become a little bit easier, and that's very important. If you build up the habit of doing that routine of when you feel a little stuck, asking for help, that will take you a long ways to getting to those big asks and those important asks. Even myself, I have to ask for help every single day because I don't know everything. I'm good at a lot of things, but that doesn't make me an expert in everything. That means that I still need to ask for help. But what makes me very good is that I'm willing to ask for help. That's a huge difference. From an employer's standpoint, when I hire people, I want to know that they will come and ask for help. It's typically one of my interview questions. If you get stuck, what do you do when you get stuck? What's the first thing you would do? Well, I'd go check the reference manual. Okay, well, that's not bad. Well, you know, I'd try a few things and see if I can work it out. Okay, I can understand that. Well, if I get stuck, you know, I'd probably just go ask for help. That candidate that gave that answer, that I'll ask for help first, is the fastest route to getting the right answer and getting back on track and keeping the process or the job moving along. If I take time to go look at the reference manual, although good, and it will give me the instructions, it could have been faster to ask for help. Neither one is necessarily totally right or totally wrong. And trying to figure something out on your own, that's great. That is a good thing to do, to try and work out and solve problems on your own. A very important thing. But in an interview, I want to know that they're thinking of efficiency. Asking for help is actually a demonstration of efficiency and self-advocacy. You're going to help yourself faster if you ask for help sometimes versus trying to figure it out on your own. Okay? Sorry, I had a raisin stuck in my tooth. All right, well, enough from me on that for today. I know we've been hammering it home this week. Ask for help. And zweiss at vcdi.org is a great place to ask for help. That is Zach's email address if you're looking for employment, which there are quite a few of you that have reached out recently asking for help for employment, and that is outstanding. We actually have quite a few folks that Zach is personally helping out through the very early stages of getting employment. So it's happening, folks. And if you want to be a part of that happening, email zweiss at vcdi.org. Okay? Let's keep moving right along. And we've had a great week so far with some very entertaining stuff. So let's see what Gabrielle and that good old boy, Rocker Bob. He's not really a good old boy. He's really like a good old hippie, which there's nothing wrong with that either. I really just wish he would change up the music a little bit. But he's still creative in his own way. So let's see what they got for us today on the National Day of.
Good morning, everybody. Here we are, Thursday, sliding on to Friday and the weekend. It is February the 25th, and today's National Day is National Chocolate Covered Nut Day. We all love anything with chocolate, most of us. Most of us love nuts too, so it's a good day, right? I mean, nuts have been around forever. I mean, the Greeks and the Romans, they loved walnuts. And here in Americas, the Native Americans, their favorites were pecans. It's been a nut, you know, a nut is a nut is a nut, but they've been around forever. The chocolate covering part, not as much. We all know, nuts, all different kinds of nuts have benefits, health benefits, vitamins, fiber, protein. They're good in trail mixes and things like that. But chocolate covered ones, the first ones that came out, 1925. They were called goobers. Didn't I use that term the other day in cooking? I didn't want it to goober everywhere. And I said, when I was in school, it meant you were kind of a weird kid. But it's a slang term. A goober is a peanut. So those came out in 1925. But the ones we all know the best and love the best are, the M&M, the chocolate covered M&M. They came out in 1954. And people eat them by the gobs. So I don't have any M&Ms, but I do have these chocolate toffee almonds. I wonder who they taste like. They got white coating on them too. Ooh, they're big. Ooh, a lot of chocolate in there. Well, you guys go out there and get yourself some chocolate covered nuts and come on, finish this nut right here. Have a great day.
Oh, yeah. Bob really just only like the chocolate covered almonds. That's about the only one. All the other nuts don't belong to be covered in chocolate. So we sing the song a little bit different today. Chocolate covered nut day. Chocolate covered nut day. Chocolate covered nut day. Nut day. Chocolate covered nut day. Chocolate covered nut day. Chocolate covered nut day. 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 Chocolate covered nut day. Chocolate covered nut day. Chocolate covered nut day. Nut day. Nut day. Nut day. Nut day. Nut day. Yeah, kind of mix it up a little bit there. Carl man say, "Hey, Bobo, you always do the same thing, bro. Why don't you do something different?" I say, "Stop yelling, you old man. Goodness gracious, you sound like a little girl." He really doesn't, but he kind of looks like it sometimes. Well, maybe he doesn't either. Interesting cat, that Carl man. I like him though. I tolerate him a little bit longer.
All right, very good, Rocker Bob. Well, you know what? He does what he can, and that's okay, as we always say. He keeps trying. So now we're gonna take a pause from what kind of normally happens, which is jumping right into the next bit, which is typically Ray or Clayton or anybody, typically Zach, with the back of the past. But before that, we haven't done this segment in a little while, and it is a news story, a positively positive news story. All right, welcome to Positively Positive News, and this story comes to you from last Friday in the Washington Post, where they said a new startup companies are working to put enhanced technologies into wheelchairs. Yes, cars and bikes and scooters have all been upgraded and set up with AI, artificial intelligence, to really help move those things along with mobility and such. But you know what's been left behind? The wheelchair. Yes, sensors, apps, cameras, all kinds of things are on the table in developing new wheelchairs for a variety of different users to increase safety and efficiency and comfort and, you know, just newer technologies. It's really cool. There's several companies that have just in the last 24 months, roughly 2 years, have really upped the game and challenged a very stagnant business model. Yeah, not much has changed with wheelchairs over the last 50 years. In general, the box has been the design for the wheelchair, and yes, there's been some enhancements for comfort and functionality to some degree, and then more advanced users for, mobility and such, and the electronic and motorized wheelchairs. There's been some advancements there, but not really as much as we have seen just in the short period of time with scooters, bikes, and cars. Where's the wheelchair at? Where are our fans? Where's Tesla with the new Tesla wheelchair, right? That's what we're talking about. And that is actually what's coming. Not quite solar powered, energy efficient, all that kind of stuff, but not too far off. So there's really cool stuff happening in the world of wheelchairs, and we're excited to see how that's coming. And companies that are on the vanguard right now or up front are working together amongst each other because they're designing for different mobility needs. Some pretty exciting stuff coming out, so we'll keep an eye out for that. I'm sure we'll see it much sooner than later. So, as always, there are amazing things happening in the world, and that is what we need to be focused on. Now that we've done that, we can officially go back in the past, bearded past, with Zach, and check out our next clue to win that really cool prize solely based on the back in the past. Here's Zach.
Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Thursday the 25th, I believe, of February. You know, the week just keeps going and going and going, and here we are, Thursday, in the future from yesterday. So yesterday was back in the past. Today's in the future. But we're gonna go back in the bearded past with Zach. I confused myself, but hey, let's go back in the bearded past with Zach. So today I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about beard. Last week I spoke a little bit about mustaches and, you know, how those hold up in society and, you know, whether they're considered attractive, you know, I gave a little history about them. So once I was growing, and then a couple weeks back before that, I talked about growing a beard during, you know, the 19th century and early 20th century, you know, how it kept us warm and blah, 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 and all these things. You know, there's all sorts of reasons. So beards, according to the beardstruggle.com, and obviously this is a blog about beards, and this is about the symbology of beards. Okay, so this is definitely just a site that is written about beards, but the beards are the epitome and culmination, or should be, of what defines a man. Growing beard, regardless of sexual preference, is a way of setting yourself apart from the rest of the male populace. Beards today are symbolic of male dominance and overall prestige. I don't know how many are going with that, but according to this beardstruggle.com, that's what we're going with. So I'm going to let my male dominance roll for another day. My overall prestige. But hey, a little fun fact on the beards and what does growing a beard symbolize, according to, like I said, once again, the beardstruggle.com. Thank you for being with me today and learning this little bit. We'll get some more for you next Thursday. There's all kinds of fun little things, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.
All right, everybody, that is it for today. That is it for Thursday. And remember, tomorrow, Barbecue Friday. It's going to be awesome. It is in celebration of the Chinese New Year, which was actually a few days ago. It was February 12th, but that's okay. We can still celebrate it. So we'll see you tomorrow. 11:30 will be the Zoom. We'll send that link out to you guys. You'll have your other Zoom things as well. And we will have a good time. Bring your Chinese food if you got it. I know that I'm hoping to have some Chinese leftovers because I actually like the Chinese leftovers more than I like it fresh. I know I'm weird. And I don't know why I'm whispering either. All right, guys, have a great rest of your Thursday. We will see you tomorrow in the morning routine. Take care, everybody.